Hey yo, peep this.
Yeah. This is how we like to do it.
God's gift from above the skies.
No lie.
Tune into the buzz while you get high.
The here to spread some wisdom so you can relate on topics of every kind to elevate your mind.
Listen, Mary Jane is not a drug. There's so much love in every nug.
New strains, they'll be the judge and see what it does. It's between the buds.
Watch this. We
Welcome
back
to
back.
Between the Budz.
If you see me in the same outfit, it's because we did two in the same day.
Double feature. Two cats. No, I'm sorry.
What's up? Yeah, we two casts today, but we got some more wonderful guests. Damn, my words just froze up, bro.
Liddy. It's Liddy.
Yeah,
That's all right.
My thoughts are turtle.
We all are.
My thoughts are turtle-like now, but we'd like to welcome our wonderful guests. Wait, first off, we episode 9.
What? Episode 9.
Episode 9.
Episode 9.
Yo, this is dope.
We're almost reaching the pinnacle.
Yeah, we reaching our goals. We almost there. First season.
Happy to be here. Right.
But yeah, this is lovely. We're happy to have y'all part of it. And I would like to introduce. We got Gabby and Andrew. They're their own individuals, but they also make up a dope collaborative group too. Industry Leaders Unite.
Yes,
but we'll get to that in a second. But just kind of wanted to introduce y'all to the world and get the world to know y'all a little bit better in y'all stories and y'all relationship with cannabis. So we got some questions to ask y'all, and then obviously it'll just flow,
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks for having us.
No problem. We like to first, ask everybody, our guests, to get things going and break the ice.
Yeah.
What was your, and you can start, Gabby, ladies first.
Yes, ladies first.
But, respect, see, that's a gentleman. There's still gentlemen out there, ladies.
That's true. What he said.
But yeah, so
Shout out,
still does exist.
It still exists.
Shout
out. In different forms.
You just gotta get you a real one. Anyways, stop. See,
Shameless plug. The shameless plug. Let's go.
Gabby, what was your first time experience, or would you like to describe your first time using cannabis, or the experience with it?
Yeah, the first time that I did it, I was 14, and honestly, it didn't really do anything the first time I felt, which is kind of funny. But then the second time, I was 17. I waited a really long time because I got in so much trouble the first time I did it. Very conservative family. I got in so much trouble. So then I waited till I was 17. So you got caught? Yeah, I got caught.
Okay,
I got caught. It was horrible.
We'll circle back to that.
Oh my god, I was grounded for like a year. It was so bad.
Like almost
and to not experience anything.
Yeah.
Anyways,
and I waited till I was 17. I tried it again, and we were just at a friend's house, and I believe we smoked a blunt. And it was the first time I ever felt like just that giddy, super hungry. We made strawberry milkshakes with fresh jam, and it was the best thing I'd ever tasted. And
that sounds good right now.
it was the best.
Somebody did a backflip.
Everything felt like, the best thing in the world. We were rolling on the floor laughing about everything. And yeah, we didn't get caught that time, so that was great.
That's awesome too. She's rolling on the floor laughing. Hey,
so you're like, your first time didn't count. It was the second.
I kind of feel the same, man. Like similarly, I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Just kind of I don't know. It just didn't hit me the way I expected.
Well, that was the same for me. I think it was like the 5th time before I finally felt something. I remember thinking, what the hell? Why am I doing this? And then when the 5th time when it actually hit you, like you said, it was the giggles, the euphoria. Yeah. Made a bunch of Hot Pockets and burned the roof of my mouth, right?
I can't wait.
Like, chilling in my parents' basement. Like, are they going to come down?
Right.
If they don't smell it, what are we going to do?
Right.
Oh my fucking God. But it was the same. Literally, I think I was the same age.
Yeah.
My friend Matt, we were like smoking in his garage attic, listening to the Flaming Lips. Yeah, it was trippy. It was hallucinogenic almost that first time.
Yeah.
Those first few times, it's way more heady, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all.
Because I was like 14 or 15, but I actually did. I got a little buzz the first time, but I wouldn't say it was like a complete like blow my mind high. It was just more of the like body. I could feel a little bit more euphoric, a little more floaty. You know what I mean? But
that second time put me through
the
with the
second time
laughs
was like
and everything. And Guitar Hero was funny to me. Like I don't know why, but it was like, and Rock Band. Like I was just, those two games was what
had to hide from my parents.
I fell in love.
Well, I think it was that whole like, especially when we were in your youth, your teenage years, so like that teenage angst. It was always like the best thing for that. For me, I don't know about you guys, but like just the not knowing what was next. Like cannabis always makes you realize like, who fucking cares what happens next? It's all good. It's gonna be all good. So that's what it was for me.
It gives you that chillax part of your life, where you're just able to like, yo, it's gonna work.
Help me get through high school. I would have got through high school without it. Like,
there's a lot of days I just smoked and then went and did my fucking homework or some shit.
It was good for my ADD.
Did you get high scores?
Yeah, get high scores. I'm dead ass. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's called
how high?
I forget what it's called. It's called
how high?
placement theory or something like that, where like if you do something one way, then you can like get the same result if you do it again.
If you study high, you must take the test high.
Get high scores, right? Yeah, method man.
Because they did do results on that, where like if you didn't do the same thing in the end result, then the like results will be different. You know what I mean? So it's a real thing.
I mean,
it's
I feel like
it's a psychology story.
If you calm studying and then you go to the test and you're not calm, then it's
just saying, test anxiety is real, right? That's like a big thing. That's why kids take fucking pills.
I scratched my hair out before I used cannabis from test anxiety. For real, like real talk.
It was a real thing. I remember I oftentimes would do poorly on tests.
Else, like, are they struggling too?
No, and everything. I used to not want to be a failure. It's fucked up.
It's the psychology of it's the psychology of education. Right? Anyways.
On everything.
That's funny.
But then I discovered cannabis and like, man, my shit won't grow. I don't even need to touch it no more. Like it's just, I was way more calm. Anxiety, like it helps with anxiety. Like
literally.
But we mentioned that, a few minutes ago.
Medicinal effects.
It's a common thing. I feel like we were all like around the same age too when we first.
Sounds like it, right? Most of the people I feel like that have used it majority of their lives started at an early age, hence why they're still using it this far in life. I mean, I don't take pharmaceuticals because cannabis does everything that all of those things never did for me. I don't know about you all, right? It helped with the ADD, the ADHD, the anxiety, the depression, the pain, right? I don't have to fucking with them.
Much better side effects.
Right. And not saying those things aren't, I always poo-poo pills, and pills do have their place in society.
Correct. But it's a limitation of everything. And I just wish more physicians or just, help. Wellness advisors, whatever. We're wellness advisors.
Well, and we're changing
all of it.
We're changing the topic of how people medicate, right? I've said this all the time. Plants. You should have the option in a free country. You should have plant or pharmacological. You should have the option.
And your doctor should give you real more time and choices. But also hey, I wish all sides communicated for us pharmacists and doctors, because it's like, yo, you giving them this medicine. And then this other person is giving them this, and they're not realizing the interaction.
Well, I've been running into that more often.
Information on that.
And people are becoming more cognizant of that, though.
So it's causing more crazier
problems than solutions.
So it's just yo, why? I know there's HIPAA and all that, but it's some people need to be talking to figure this shit out, because y'all giving people, y'all messing people's brain and body just chemistry up.
Them, not us. He said y'all.
Them,
Them. I'm sorry, I messed it up.
It's because we bring it up a lot too, the battle between retail and actual pharmacy.
Right. They want to talk about medical, and then it's all this traditional retail practice. It's wait a minute. Whoa.
It's such a hybrid position.
Which is it? Medical or
sales?
Retail?
It's an oxymoron.
No.
Nah, but
is this corporate or not?
I mean, it's
it is corporate.
Once everything becomes
eventually it becomes corporate.
Big Weed, read the book.
Big Weed,
Everything I Want to Do Illegal is illegal. Shout out that book too. That's an interesting book about agriculture, but it'll give you a good insight into what they'll probably do with cannabis in the long run, right?
Yeah.
Seriously, it's a good read. I
That
can't
would be our
remember the
first
author, but
book shout out on.
there you go. I should have fucking prayed.
Shout out to Courage and Cannabis Part 2.
Boom.
Boom.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
we had the first one. This Part 2 is dropping any day, maybe today. I know it's coming soon though. But all right. So like, far as cannabis, y'all both when y'all use it, was it the flower form? And do you have a preferred method or?
Yeah.
I mean, flowers definitely. That's the first way that I ever tried it. It's probably my
best.
number one. I'm tied between flower and concentrates. I love them both pretty equally, but flower's my true love, and it's the one that you have like the oral fixation of just the process and rolling the joint and the whole thing. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's
It
kind of
is.
meditative.
Ritualistic.
It is. Yeah.
Ritualistic.
Very ritualistic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I love concentrates too.
You mentioned
Those are great.
concentrates. Speaking of, this is a pretty cool device for all you concentrate lovers out there.
Is that the puffy?
This is a
Proxy.
Proxy, Puffco Proxy. Shout out to
Yeah.
Puffco. Hey, we could really use a sponsor.
We've been using the products since the beginning. Me and Broderick been selling them. We all have been selling them in Terrasana, all of us. So shout out Terrasana.
Selling really well. Yes,
Everybody.
we've been selling it for years actually, but
Years.
you can really get some fine uses of concentrate on this device. So I wanted to take that moment to push
Very
spotlight that.
exquisite. You know what I mean? It goes well with his glass there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you get your drink, your cup with your vape, and those are all
Very
legal. You can
fancy.
drink
Oh,
as
yeah.
much as you want in anywhere. You can buy as much alcohol you want, or as you can afford.
But they-
So,
Yep.
They give us so much stigma.
for this plant, but I
So
don't
just
know.
flower and concentrates? I know you got other loves.
I mean, I do love.
Come on.
Hey, come on,
It's
those two.
just
Those,
don't
like
shortchange
the tip of the iceberg. You know?
Those are your favorites.
Those
though.
are,
All right.
Yeah.
king and queen.
Yeah.
I mean, you can love it all, but those are the top two to
Yeah,
go to.
those are the top two. I do I use edibles
That's
like
fair,
quite
that's
a bit. And I'll mess around with, I like CBG a lot in my edibles. That's always nice. But I'm always down to try
cannabis.
like the most fun. I just got some pretzel sticks recently.
Those were
Some-
cool. The can of from.
No.
Yeah,
Yes, I had the
they're,
cinnamon ones.
garlic
Those
So
are
they're like
Parmesan.
soft baked?
No,
they're like little
pretzel sticks.
Little
And there's like a
sticks, they're
garlic
nice.
parmesan.
They're so
There's a
good.
hot sauce one.
Wow.
So I always just love seeing, the new crazy
Unique.
stuff that comes
Well,
out.
and that's
It's a
Ohio
good
lacks
time.
the savory edibles.
I'm over
let's
here
be
hungry.
honest. I
like,
wish we had
yes,
some savory
yes.
edibles.
The savory
Cheese
snack.
puff. They got cheese
like-
puffs up there.
Give me more salty snacks.
Yes, for real.
It's coming. Maybe we're trying. I know there's
Yeah.
some folks out there trying to
what's up.
drop some unique shit.
Yeah.
But you
Bring
gotta
it.
we gotta
Gotta
keep
make it-
opening it up, open it and demand. Create higher demand for those
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
I know there's some like infused chips and like all types.
Bring
Of,
it.
you can infuse anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier. But
People always make fun of me because my family is always, you would infuse anything, wouldn't you? Yeah, and I do.
Why not?
I will, and I do.
Shit.
Why not? Yeah, literally. Why not make life a little bit more
Why not?
relaxed?
I did a
Take
whole
the edge
breakfast
off.
one time. Eggs, pancakes.
Wow.
I mean, I bet put it in a
Thanksgiving. What do you about
That's great.
Thanksgiving?
smoothie. Oh, that's,
Yeah.
I mean,
Whole
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
is-
meal.
Yeah.
That's
did it.
lovely. Nothing wrong. That's very thankful and heavenly. But
I'm mainly on the extracts.
yeah, you about you. You gotta.
I mean, obviously, I hate it. I hate saying that out loud because flour is king. Like, if
Yeah.
it ain't broke, don't
Queen.
fix it. Queen, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that, Tim. That's good.
Sorry.
But right now, just at where I'm at in life, extracts seem to be a little bit easier. I have a kid at home, so like it's hard
get that.
to break
Okay.
down and do all that with a kid at
I
home.
get that.
Like to take that proxy and go boop, 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 and be fucking done is nice. And then edibles, right? I'm on a big edible kick right now. I can't get enough edibles. It's bad.
Hey, edibles are starting to be the wave because people realizing they keep it going.
Well, and then for sleep, bro. So with a 3-year-old, sleep's been fucked up for 3 years. So now she's sleeping through the night, and I'm like, we're trying to retrain back into good sleep habits, and your CBN, those Benaleaves fucking CBN.
Ooh.
Hey,
Strawberry
Shout out,
CBN,
yeah,
for real.
shout out to-
Like I get CBN always works for me, but those for whatever reason, every time I take them, I
Those
sleep
the
through the night.
gummies?
So, yeah, the gummies.
But I swear,
They're just
I tell
distillate
everybody,
CBN,
the
and
Benaleaves ones,
they're the best
y'all
CBN on the
sleep
market.
it and Benaleaves, I swear.
They're not
Like,
sleeping on them. That's the problem. Right?
Whoa.
They could be sleeping on them, and they're not. Fuck.
Man.
More for me. That's all right.
Y'all too up.
Y'all stay away from them. I couldn't find them.
Y'all too woke. That's the problem.
I couldn't find them this week, so stay the fuck away from them. More for
Said
me.
I need them.
But yeah,
Man.
rosin. And specifically,
Yeah, I was not
people
prepared.
bust my balls about
Like
rosin.
50 milligrams in. I was like,
Nah, for sure. They got the right.
trying to play the
Those-
game.
And I like the drinks right now. I'm big on it. Hence why I brought little beverages today. I think
Yes.
the beverages are a lot of fun. I like the idea of that the socialization of cannabis is it's so lax,
Feel like
and
we're at,
like
like, a
beverages
wine
are a way. You know, right? Like seriously, like think about it.
Fancy. I'm like,
Like I'd rather have a cannabis mocktail at the fucking neighborhood cookout than an alcoholic beverage
and
anymore.
I would rather
that's what,
agree. Like I would rather be able to socially drink a mocktail than be forced to pour, drink alcohol.
Feel like shit the next
just
day,
to fit
fucking-
in, and just to not remember shit. I feel like alcohol makes me not remember more than
And no knack on alcohol, because I like. Don't get me wrong. I'm sitting here like we've had plenty of drinks together,
for
right?
sure.
And I like, but
that's
let's
in my
rewrite it.
opinion,
Right?
That's
Let's
the
rewrite
thing.
it.
I feel
but
like
it's a lot better in this form, you know.
But I also think that's kind
less,
of
less painful side effects.
Yes.
I think
Especially the
alcohol
next
is
day.
sitting back and laughing though, because a lot of the cannabis industries have gatherings at alcohol
Right.
places, but they're forced to right now. So it's like,
Well, we're changing that. I think we're getting more friendly cannabis
We need
people in
that,
spaces, right? And we got to keep making those people realize, like, hey, we're here. We can spend money for at your business and be, safe and
there's multiple
follow the
benefits
rules.
to it.
Yeah, like we all.
and then they could be
We're
like
working on it. That's
they
what
could
we're
be
all
like,
doing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have the
Community.
self-choice or self-will to not
Yeah.
drink alcohol, but then it's like if they didn't make money, they wouldn't invite us back. Like, oh, that
Right.
the bar didn't make anything. Why would we want to host that event? So it's kind of.
And I'm starting to see more of that though in the bars too. You see like CBD Palmoas and fucking like if places were smart, they would do just CBD mocktails
least
or
CBD.
put it in a cocktail. I don't
Yeah,
fucking
no,
care.
I've seen
Right?
that.
I've
Even
seen
at
a lot
restaurants,
more.
for sure, they got like
thing.
you can get a CBD
Man.
shot. Like what?
I'm just sitting here
Yeah.
envisioning all these things. Like life could just be so great.
Well, we could. We're about 10 years behind.
Yeah.
We'll get there. You know,
We'll get
I
there
am. It's. I think it's just a matter of time.
slow high, yo.
Slow high.
Slow high.
Ooh, good one.
Yes.
slow high, yo.
That is good.
So yeah, how would you
getting
say cannabis helps you both medicinally?
Medicinally, yeah.
Medicinally, there's a lot of ways for me, I'd say. Definitely mentally is a big one. Like depression, anxiety, all that. That's really what really got me into it. Like outside of just, oh, this is really nice and fun. That's what made me.
You explained it.
It's more than just a recreation.
Yes.
You know, like,
That's what made me think like, wow, this is a medicine. But then also I'll use it for everything these days, like back pain, migraines, ADHD is a big one. I was amazed the way that certain sativa strains could just like zone me in.
Yep.
Like even though I was definitely high, I was not I was clear-headed.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy and just definitely helps me focus. So
Nah, that's
mentally is a big one.
I got a little acronym. It's sad. The word's sad, but it's stress, anxiety, and depression. Because I think cannabis helps a lot of people with that.
Yeah. Wow.
And
Damn.
I don't know, like
yeah.
it's
like,
just
that's good.
I think those three alone should be qualifying conditions too. Like I mean, it's all together,
Yeah,
but
that's-
in a sense, it's mental health. But
People
it's
ask
still,
all the time if they can get it for anxiety and depression, and it sucks that they can't. I hope that changes soon.
And it's like, what is PTSD? It's depression,
right.
anxiety.
Yeah.
It's
That is-
a culmination of like different
Yeah.
mental states. But like literally, those two things are certainly
They try
part
to
of
dissect
right?
it, too.
Right.
Yes.
but
It's just like the day thing. Like, can we have a half day? If I got a half gram cart, fucking take a half day off.
can I get
Sorry,
a
no,
daily
I'm
limit
a
though?
I don't even like
versus-
the day system at all. Like,
We can get into
Yeah.
that. That's a question at the end.
Yeah,
isn't it?
we're gonna say
Get into
that.
that.
Yeah, we almost there, but we gonna because yeah.
But same for me. I mean, it's to your point, like the mental states, like ADD. I've always been like a move all the time, go. And cannabis like gives me the energy to like slow down and relax and like stop
focus
the
on
wheels
your
from fucking
task
spinning
and,
so
like,
fast.
yeah.
Yes, like
But it probably could also help you like multitask.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah, and people think it's the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Every stoner I know is doing 10 million things at once. Everybody in this room included. So,
I mean, straight up.
you know, we're not lazy.
No, we're not lazy.
My favorite quote is, "Pot doesn't make you lazy. Lazy people smoke pot." It's like that's it's just because that's what people always said when I was younger. Well, if you smoke pot, you're gonna be lazy. It's like, no, I fucking worked since I was 15. I got a job when I was 15. What are you talking about?
15 and a half.
I mean, now my mom made me, but
Yeah.
still, I was smoking weed behind Marone's Italian Villa, so I can wash those damn dishes all night. So.
Coin that. Put that on a T-shirt or something for you.
What's that?
Like that phrase you just said.
Because it's true.
Yeah, that's good.
The stigma, right? I'm killing the stigma. But and then for me, it keeps me more in the moment, right? Because I think we're so predisposed and programmed to like think of the past and the future, and that's where anxiety and sadness and depression all live, mainly in the past. But it helps me stay a little bit more present. That's always my fucking thing.
Yeah,
For sure.
And
Living
being
in the
present,
now.
living in the now. Like
more
now
in the
is all
moment,
that
yeah.
fucking matters.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Nah, that's dope.
And you can control the future with what you do now.
What you
Right.
yeah.
Living presence is a gift.
There it is.
But that's cool. Appreciate y'all sharing those your insight and feedback on how cannabis
Yeah, I feel like
helps
we
you.
kind of naturally slid through a few of our questions there.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. There is one though. I think that I've been waiting to ask because I know you're ready for it.
Uh-oh.
What is your favorite cannabis show or movie?
Of course.
Right.
I'm so ready for it.
Do you remember?
Had to prepare.
Yes, no, I do. It's a high maintenance. It's a
Nice,
show. I forget what it's on. I think it's
Is it
Hulu.
Netflix?
Was it HBO?
I think it's HBO. I use
Okay.
it like on my Hulu.
Is
but
it the dude riding a bike?
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I've been just binge watching it. I think just because it's like it shows all the perspective of a drug dealer, and he's driving around.
Oh, is that what it's about? All right, I'm gonna have to
I mean,
fucking watch it
we've
now.
already done like weeds and fucking.
Oh, I forgot about weeds. Oh.
It's
that's
like all the
legendary.
different people that are buying weed from him. It's like every time.
So it goes
you
through all the
watch,
different people
Yeah,
there?
yes.
I have to
You
watch
got
it.
like
That's
your
good. That's
businessmen,
good.
and you're
That's
like a weird like.
We got a new
The
one.
cat
now.
lady.
Yeah.
We got two new ones.
We got
That's
two
dope.
new
We
ones.
had two new ones.
High
Good
maintenance.
show.
All right,
Hell yeah.
High maintenance. all right.
Literally looking it
love
up
it.
tonight.
Hell yeah. Now I gotta
good
watch
stuff.
that shit. And I have, you said HBO?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. I use it on Hulu, but I have like the HBO Max.
The
add-on.
cool part though, like you said,
That's
is
my
how
shit,
cannabis brings all walks of life. Like
Yes, that's what I love
everybody
about
uses,
it.
Yep.
Everybody uses it secretly or publicly, but
Yes.
everybody.
Even
I mean, not
people
like
that you wouldn't expect.
But
Like,
yeah,
just like
Oh, I can tell you people I would never have
But
met if it wasn't
people.
for this fucking plan, right?
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
all
too.
included potentially.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
it's the
gave
same.
our testimony.
We met in the industry, or besides us, but like
Yeah, I met all you guys.
we met through the plant, sort of. So,
Yeah, 100%.
Crohn's and sickle cell,
Yeah.
and then we met through cannabis.
yeah, through friends, like the
Community. That's what this fucking state lacks.
Yeah.
I got to shout out Half Baked and Chappelle though. I can't.
Hey, that's
just
what I
said.
too classic.
I
I know
wanna
it's
talk
cliche,
to
but yes, right. Come on,
to the moon.
come on, man.
that's a
Killer
good one.
kill.
That's
I mean,
a
it's
classic.
classic. I need to go home and watch it.
Hey, we gotta see what the guy on the couch thinks.
right.
Hey, we got a guy and a lady on
We
the
got a guy in the right. We got a couple on the couch. The couch couple.
Hey, we got our own half-baked version of
Right.
couch sitters. No,
That's
but
what-
we appreciate them.
Hell yeah.
They're supporters.
The double feature.
Hey,
Yeah, this is tight. I like the double feature.
hey, But no, so what if you could change? If you could change one thing in the cannabis industry, or I mean, in Ohio, or the cannabis industry period,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Wow.
It's a good one, man.
I would probably say, I guess the best way to say it would be like corporatized, like mass production, like seeing cannabis turn into the equivalent of Walmart, you know? Like I would like to see more independent, like small guys be able to flourish and have craft cannabis be the focus, just because I think you see it, like you can just tell with the companies get bigger and bigger, bandwidth gets smaller, and the love kind of starts to get taken out of the process, and it shows in the plant, and it's a bummer. So that would be, I guess, my top choice. But there's definitely, or no, that's it. I'll just keep it at one thing. It's the top choice.
You can express as much as you want. Like, speak your mind. Talk your shit. No,
sure. I mean, I would
We're here
like
to improve this program.
Absolutely.
You know what I
It's community. I feel like we have,
You said
like the people
UNITY.
here are strong. Like we're all very, we want to make change, and I just think it's hard to. There's a lot of small pockets everywhere. It's hard to get everybody together on like a cohesive path.
And I think we've all been, don't get me wrong, like, I think we've all been a little like scared maybe for a while. For real. When I think back 4 years ago, 5 years ago specifically, it was always like, oh, don't do that. You could fucking. And there was scenarios where people blew up their, lost their jobs. So I mean, I say that with a grain of salt.
We were almost whipped into like fear.
You're gonna get seen like smoking somewhere, and
it's
like you lose your job or something.
And it's like we have rights as individuals and as patients outside of workers in this space too. I always have to remind a few people like, hey, I have patient rights, and I'm Andrew Morris, right? I'm not always like this guy who works in the OMCP, Andrew Morris, right? Like when I clock out, I'm
the big brother's no longer watching.
Exactly. Like you can't fuck with me anymore. Like, it's my private life.
He's watching me in my private life. Cell phone, whatever.
It's
TV.
crazy.
Yeah, they can keep watching.
They got all these cameras.
Everything.
What's that video game? Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs, bro.
That-
I swear,
Man.
we keep talking about that recently. They got those vision goggles and shit coming out now.
Yeah, that shit's real.
Like,
I don't like
and then they're talking about microchips and shit.
Don't get me started, no. You know what I give you started.
We can't go down the rabbit hole. My bad.
But I'm in the same thought process as her. As far as what would I like to see change? I think community is what started this, right? When you look back when it was been illegal for all this fucking time, we've been doing it all illegally, right? And we've been doing it communally. So in the legal space, I like to see more community.
Because cannabis really does bring people together. It's probably the best thing that does bring people together.
Right. Yeah. And you put 10 people in a room and get them drunk, or get 10 people in a room and get them high, and let's see what fucking happens.
Sit around and eat and create shit.
Right. And we'll see the aftermath of that too, and we'll see.
I'm like, aren't there some videos online like that? Like they got like some different people from different faiths together or something like that.
Probably.
And they,
YouTube
they like gave them edibles and they had a conversation together or something like that.
That's what we need to do.
I mean, if they don't, we can create it.
But I think in Ohio specifically, community is what we've lacked, and this is what we're building with all this. And we've all been thinking about it forever, but I think doing exactly this, having conversations in an open public forum, is half the battle.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I think building community is all we can do.
And feeding off of that too, I think building community, that comes with more community being involved, and I think we're lacking patience due to a couple minor things, really. The day limit and the wait. Like, give us a real eighth for one.
Right.
And then.
Well, it's especially I got to go in on that. This whole, because it's illogical, right? It's just like the no combustion law. I equate it like this. Imagine if they said we couldn't drink beer out of pint glass. What if it was illegal to drink beer out of pint glasses? Like what? Like how asinine would that be, right? That's what it feels like when they tell me I can't roll it up and smoke it.
That's the law. We made it right here.
The method you can use
It's good.
Fuck that. No more beers out of pint glasses.
Never understood, right?
People would lose their shit.
They would, because it makes no sense. It's illogical. I mean, we could talk about the health effects of combustion versus
prohibition again or something.
Right. And we can talk about health benefits of combustion versus vaporization, but we don't have any long-term studies on vaporization.
Yes.
We don't.
We really argue that vaping is better.
I'll pull them through all that metal shit, and no offense, because I'm using them every day too. But
it's
we don't.
a battery heating up flower, I don't know if it's really that
but
different.
we can look at Snoop Dogg and ask how long is cannabis smoke.
Or Willie Nelson, or the multitude of older folks who are a lot healthier. A lot healthier. My folks, shout out my parents. I think that oftentimes I believe they're younger than a lot of their friends because they use pot regularly. Like they're both patients. So
Okay.
No, I believe it.
I think it literally keeps
I've
you
had
younger.
people say it's helped them lose weight. So
Yeah.
legit. Like
That's interesting.
It is supposed to be good for your metabolism.
Yeah.
They say.
When you think about what it does, it's connecting things in the body that.
ECS.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Okay.
Homeostasis.
Yeah.
No,
That
real
balance.
shit. THCV. I mean, we know there's compounds in it that actually help us mitigate hunger and instead of give you the munchies, which I think again shows how versatile that plant is, right? Like, it can recreate any scent, and then it can make you hungry or take your hunger away, right? It can stop seizure. Like the amount of shit it does is insane.
Speaking of hunger, though, forgive me if you hear growls. My stomach is fucking kicking.
Right. And on that note, we
Right.
can actually take a break.
Hey, we support anybody chasing a dream or goal. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
We can hear you now.
hear me now.
We back.
Shout out to my aunt.
Right.
That's a family inside joke. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear
But,
me? No.
yeah. So speaking of hear me
Next
now,
time.
though, let's let the world hear y'all
Back in
now.
the day.
What are we, how does cannabis provide creative juices or interests or spark in y'all lives?
Let's do personals first, and then we can
Yeah. Collaboration.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey,
For me, I would say the biggest one, my favorite thing about cannabis is that it like restored my creativity. So just from I was taking like antidepressants for a very long time, and I was a painter, or am a painter, and just kind of lost
artist.
inspiration.
Very dope
Thank you.
artist.
Oh, I
We've
appreciate
all
that.
seen it. Everyone.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, I just like lost all inspiration for years. And it seemed to be correlated to the medication, because it wasn't until I started using cannabis that I got that inspiration back and started doing it again.
Okay.
And
Get that spark.
oh,
Yep,
it made me
literally.
so
Yeah.
happy. Like nothing was giving it to me. Nothing.
Motivational
I could
medicine.
not connect. And then the cannabis,
writer's block.
it just
artist block.
It
Yeah.
opened
It's a
it
real
back
thing.
up.
that's real.
It's real.
So I still use it for that. That's still what if I'm just like in a rut, I'm just like, all right, I need to medicate.
Get really high before I do this.
Yes, absolutely. And
Uncomfortably
zen
stoned.
out. Yes, that's where you want to be uncomfortably stoned, is at your easel.
Then it started getting just like,
That was a fucking quote.
Happy mistakes.
Happy mistakes.
Yes.
Shout out my bros.
Rest in
dropping
peace.
big dimes today. Man.
Man.
Mental nuggets. We said that once before.
Yeah.
I love that.
We love providing mental nuggets.
Yes.
I think for me, I come from an artist background. Like my mom and dad are both, mother more so, but like her mom was an artist.
Okay.
So for me, it's always kept my creative juices sparked and going. And then as far as like other like in the space creativeness, we've launched this whole idea concept group, Industry Leaders Unite, which is kind of like a co-op of us potheads getting together and building community and
Productive
establishing those networks, right?
And realize everyone's realizing they're all an individual leader, and together,
Yes.
Yeah, I think
unite.
we all have really powerful voices with what we do, and this gives everybody a bigger microphone. So
yeah, it
kudos
does.
to you guys. And we're all smoking and being creative in this avenue as well, right?
Trying to provide a platform for everybody.
for sure.
But having a communal space where we all get together and an idea behind it and a cause potentially is what we try to do with what we built with that. We're trying to build it out as to be like a literal, what was the word I used earlier? Collective,
yeah.
a co-op,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where everybody, I mean, that's what it is, right? When you look at what we've done with a couple of those events, it was bridging small business and CBD
Yes.
with the industry, which is part of the reason why I think the industry isn't more progressed, because we've boxed out all
Very
these small
isolated.
creative minds, right?
It should be like whole plant industry, just the same way that the whole plant works.
Well, it's like when
together, so-
Ben Leeds did that collab with Whole Plant. Al Kushka and Whole Plant. I was like, that's fucking cool. Like folding in, Alex Kushka, shout out Whole Plant. Like that, he built that thing from the ground up. I think he went to Cleveland School of Cannabis, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the kind of stuff I like to see. Is again folding in the little like
THC shouldn't turn their nose to CBD because they fucking good work together, and like those industries should be working.
And it's David versus Goliath right now. So like any advantages the small guy
We're
can get,
stronger together. Like,
right. My favorite quote right now is high tides raise all boats. Like if we can raise the tide, everybody goes up.
Everybody wins, everybody eats, B.
It's good for the economy.
And that's part of the problem in this industry right now is it's all this us versus me versus them shit. It's like those people got to realize like we are in this all together.
Like, what did
they want to be
They
involved.
fucking built casinos before they gave us our fucking medicinal cannabis
That's a
program.
good fucking point.
That's a bad one.
And they won't give us
insane.
rail or like metro systems so people could not necessarily have cars.
Right.
Cars.
Yeah.
But now
be
what's
great.
happening is people like us our voices are getting louder. We have all these ideas that make people think. And
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to plug decriminalized nature right now because I think that plays into some of the creativeness we're talking about. But legalizing psychedelic plant medicines is something I'm pretty passionate about, and I work with a group locally that's trying to accomplish it in Columbus. But that's a whole other avenue of talking about creativeness.
They go hand in hand.
It's a plant like cannabis.
Same realm.
Because aren't there other like countries or overseas that they actually are like legalizing that?
Yeah, well, in Michigan they have. You can. It was just about hashbacks. They had mushrooms in bags. They were selling them in the street.
I'm starting to think they go together. Like
Yeah.
a little bit of cannabis with a little bit of
Absolutely.
shrooms.
Paul Stabbins just came out today with this I posted on my page about they found
They are a great company.
3.2 million year old fossils of mushrooms. So like mushrooms, they're starting to argue that mushrooms were here before anyone else, that we may have somehow emerged from a fucking mushroom, which is a wild theory. But who knows? I think go look it up when you get time after this podcast. I mean, or the stoned ape. Have you ever heard the stoned ape theory about how they think apes ate mushrooms over thousands of years and gained consciousness through eating psychedelic plants? Think about that. That's an interesting theory too.
That's very believable.
That's not out of the realm of possibility anyway. Your religious nuts would go crazy if
I
you hear me
always tell
fucking say
people
that.
when I take mushrooms, it feels like my brain is like clicking into place. Like
Because
all
it
of the
is. It's
different,
creating new neurons.
Avenues are just like things are connecting.
That's what it's doing.
And it's
Newsflash.
amazing.
And you
like
can
literally,
connect with
like
other
you can
people.
feel that happening.
Well, then you look at what mycelium is. Mycelium grows into the ground and it connects with all the plants and the trees. They all communicate through the mycelium networks, bro. Like it's under our feet right now. When you die,
fantastic fungi.
yes, right.
Yes.
When you die, the fungi breaks your body down.
Fantastic
So
fungi.
and it puts you back into the earth. That whole idea that we are all just
I want to
circulating.
come back as a bird in Dublin. They get a lot of birds.
A bird in Dublin.
Bird and
Bird
duck.
I used to work at the Andersons. And
They said they got all the parks and people just feed
They did not get all the bird seed, the oilers and stuff, the proper bird seed. They went nuts.
So creative. I think we're all more creative through our cannabis use. We can all fucking agree on that.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, I wanted to add
We
for
think
the-
more, we think different.
Most
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
For the Industry Leaders
Shout out.
Unite,
Yes.
the big thing too that Andy and I keep talking about is people want to be involved and like people want to make things happen, but not everybody necessarily has the bandwidth to do it alone.
With the network.
So it's been really cool to see, like even for us, like we don't have the bandwidth to do it alone.
But we have the network, and the network works for us, and it's a beautiful synergistic fucking thing, like mycelium.
Every time.
It just grows.
Every
I mean,
time.
even shout out Ohio Cannabis Report.
Yeah.
That's literally what we was trying to do, is just get people to like get
connect.
information and connect in the proper like education that's needed, because
And to educate.
yeah, like literally some people just, if you're not involved in the program, you just think the worst things, the worst of the worst, but it's like it's not the people in the program, it's the people who've written the program that don't understand how they're affecting the people that are involved and stuff, and like.
Well, and then when the Dispatch puts out headlines with these negative, headlines like, "Oh, cannabis industry's, faltering," or when you put shit like that out into the public, when they see that, they're going, "Well, why the hell would I mess with that?" So I'm always mad when I see stories in the media where it's like, "Oh, well, things are not going as planned." It's
That's
like,
a
don't
good
tell the
point.
people that. That doesn't help our fucking
Because
cause.
of business, politics play a big part into it too.
Right.
It's kind of sad.
And then again, people are going to read that and go, well, maybe I should get my card this year. I'll wait till I see a good headline. You know, a lot of people are living in this country under those guises. Like, well, what does the fucking news have to say? Which, shame on you if you're listening to the fucking news. Sorry. Sorry.
Excuse me, what is that?
Yeah, you gotta fucking shout that out real quick.
You have an itch in your face.
Like, you're growing lavender. It's not illegal to grow lavender, but fucking marijuana's a plant. Why can't we just?
And I highly recommend everybody get into small home gardening.
Oh, craft.
Seriously, it's for me. It's done a lot for anxiety and depression. Like, surprisingly enough, like getting up, flowering those fucking garden every day and keeping it alive.
I'm telling you, that
gives me something.
Didn't it feel rewarding? Like it's like
plucking my own lettuce and eating that salad. Fuck yeah!
Especially when you make something, you can eat it.
You can reap your harvest.
It feels so satisfying.
It made me want to like get my own little mini farm.
Yeah.
When you can. I mean, you see the space I'm working with. It's really maybe 5 feet by 2 feet. It's not a big area. I have two little plots in my
posts and shit and all that.
Yeah, I got a little gate. Fucking chipmunk was in there today, and the birds were plucking my corn today. But
hey, what's those things called? I'm gonna get me a countertop thingies.
The
Arrow Garden. Hey,
Yes.
shout out to y'all.
So
Sponsor us.
cool.
We need y'all.
And I did a little clone in one of those, a little weed clone in one of those one time. Basil and shit.
I used to grow my own basil.
You can go strawberries in there.
Time well spent.
Yeah, because we had it.
There you go.
You remember? Oh my god.
I'm gonna make you a thyme syrup
pesto,
now.
bro. That homemade pesto that John Boy used to make and shit.
Fuck yeah.
But no, it was one of our homies back in the day. He would grow basil and pesto.
Oh, you can do it infused. You can do a wicked infused pesto.
Shout out my
Future Compounds has a recipe on their website right now for a pesto, infused pesto.
Really?
Yeah. You could substitute for THC. He uses all CBD
I
stuff.
use like peanut oil or something.
Yeah, I think he's all coconut. He does 100,000 milligram coconut oil jars.
Okay.
Bro, what is it, 500 milligrams a tablespoon? Don't quote me on that, but 100,000 milligrams of CBD in this one coconut. It was like $80.
Like real medicine.
People, there you go.
You gotta like.
But Future Compounds, by the way, has done a lot for us with Industry Leaders Unite. He sent like with our popcorn at one of our movie events. Like he gave us the oil to.
I'm like, have popcorn, bro.
Columbus Botanical Depot.
Hey,
Joe,
shout out to CBD.
You can go in there and get popcorn on any given day.
You can get it there now.
You probably could. Okay. Special request. I'll make you some.
I need some, or extra.
But just get one of those old school popcorn makers.
The Healing Collective. I think he followed me. So yeah, that's another. Speaking of a collective, that's what I was gonna say. The Healing Collective.
Yeah.
Some that I'm working on as well. But it's a part of the THC. It's a part of just trying to get
more
a group
community.
of people together and people that are either still working on being healed or have been healed. You know, because everybody's been through some shit. So
giving both testimonies.
We all it's better to find a better path or a journey and go through it with people that are trying to better themselves than just people that are trying to.
When as they go through that journey, they realize they don't want to rely on big multinational corporations to heal them. Mm-hmm. So that's where small business will come back. Everything is full circle, right? Time is a flat circle. It's coming.
Their body.
It's coming. The cycle is wash, repeat, right? But,
wash, rinse, repeat.
Salute to that. But we're gonna move to our little final category, our final segment, where everyone loves to get a breakdown or hear about some of the products we've tried or what's got us feeling so groovy and good today.
Right.
But we'll start with
we got a
four. Yeah, we got a four.
Quadruple.
We got lit in here tonight.
We just had
an edible kind of night. Fast acting party too.
That
shit came up quick.
Very effective.
I feel like it's kind of coming down right now too, which is nice timing.
Yeah,
it's nice.
No, it's actually
it's a nice
just
little
right.
rest.
So we can start with fuck it, we're gonna start with Black Buddha.
Alright.
So we had some watermelon balance gummies.
Okay.
Those
hybrid balance.
Yeah, the hybrid. But they got 3 options out there. The hybrid, the sleep, and then Energy. Yeah, you saved me because I almost forgot. But yeah, they were really tasty and in my opinion, Very.
Ashwagandha. That's what I was trying to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's the
Ashwagandha.
Yeah, that's so you got. It's got a.
I feel like the ashwagandha made me kind of level.
Yeah. See, it's got a.
Right?
It's got
I feel like
a.
it's
okay.
balanced.
Like I was a little jittery at the beginning. For real, I was kind of nervous.
Yes.
Like as I
Same.
sat down and was like leaned back in this comfy ass chair.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that ashwagandha.
Yeah.
No, I think the
That's
ashwagandha for real does do.
calming.
Actually,
And I like that they're bringing in. That's I
that's
talked
kind
about
of
plant
like
medicine.
lavender
Yeah.
effect.
There you go. Right.
Real herbal medicine, like
Right?
full whole plant.
Because the other ones have functional
I love
mushrooms,
that.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Lion's
Yes.
mane and
Oh my gosh. No way.
turmeric.
Yeah.
I need to
cook
try
with
those
turmeric
ones.
so much.
That sounds good.
Nah, so shout out to Black Buddha
Yes.
and those gummies, those tasty watermelon.
Yeah, those were
gummies.
delicious.
Yes.
We got on to the next one. We had some throwback vintage flavor edibles. There's some caramel apple duets. The duet part is, I'm guessing, 2 different flavors. Oh yes, it was.
I do gotta say, I like that. The balance was great.
It's got a little bit of CBG in it. It's got CBD
Oh, did it?
and THC.
Oh, there's
was
no
tasty.
CBG in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Caramel and apple, you said?
And that may give me a little dial
Okay.
in too. I feel like I've been a little
That's
bit
why
more
it was like
focused.
a caramel.
The
Yes.
ashwagandha and the CBG got me in the
That's what's
fucking
up.
zone.
Yeah.
That would explain it.
That would
It
explain
definitely
it.
reminded me of those like old school suckers. that you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. Well, and that was the point of their branding, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
throwback.
That's the whole
Throwback.
That was
That's a
smart.
shout out to
Makes sense.
Throwback.
That's
They
smart.
based out of Colorado. They're actually just launched in Ohio.
You know, it's like have you ever had like
recently.
taffy essentially? It's like a original taffy.
Oh, and then,
Yeah.
hold on. Are we infusing this with butter?
Is it?
What you mean?
Because it's got heavy cream and unsalted butter in it, which I like to hear. Is my
Yeah.
point.
Oh,
It's like the
butter.
caramel, probably. The
Oh,
caramel's got the butter
It's
in
got
it.
a lot of.
Well, that's good. It'll help it bind.
Yeah.
That's maybe why it was.
With the lipids.
With the fats and the lipids.
The lipid cells.
Not your lips, the lipids.
The lipids.
No, I really like those. I'm excited to see. You said there's other flavors too, right?
Yeah,
Strawberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade.
That
You
sounds
got
delicious.
That was good.
caramel, just regular caramel. And
Oh,
those are
just
a bit
straight
strong.
caramels?
Yeah, those are stronger a bit.
Ooh,
stronger.
I love salt.
Yeah.
Tell me they're salted. Tell me they're
I don't
fucking
think they're
salted.
salted.
Salt them. Salt them.
Okay.
Sorry, I got loud about that one, but it's
You
because
said you like CBD
Salt 'em.
earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
salted caramel.
And it's
Cover that
does have
shit in
you
chocolate.
feeling
Put a little
nice.
sea salt on that bitch.
Yo.
Sorry.
So then,
yeah, because I'm a sweets person, so I
Yes,
feel
me
like
too.
anything that's sweet, and I feel like this passed the test for me. I would say.
Yeah, that's great.
hey.
I just
It's
eat
good
too
they put
many of them on
the
there.
soy allergen on there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I like it. We're seeing more of that ingredient stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for a while there, I think people were afraid to eat some of these edibles because there wasn't ingredients listed. At the beginning of the program, there definitely wasn't no ingredients.
I just
Right?
saw
I don't
out
think
of
we
my
ever.
peripheral. I
I
was
think we
like,
just got it.
There's some that, yeah, there's a
something got
lot that
delivered
still
to
don't
you.
You go
have
on the website.
ingredients.
You got Bill. Hey,
Bing.
on to our third, and actually this is
Fruit. Nice.
this is actually so
Tapioca.
unique because this product is not quite. This is just a different product, you know. 710. It might be in Ohio soon, but right now,
One day.
one day.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
710. Shout out to 710 Labs. If you
710
don't know,
Labs,
that's oil
baby.
spelled backwards. Lemon heads.
I did not know
Percy
that.
rosin.
If you look on the back, it's got the lineage too.
I learned something today.
Other side, go up. Flip
so
one more, right
tasty.
there.
Ooh.
No, the thing I like about 710 is right. So they're multi. I guess you could call them multi-state at this point, but they don't have that feel
Yeah.
and everything like this Michigan. I guess I
I
say
think
Michigan.
I
This
follow
Michigan
them.
drop was just as good as the Colorado or the California
Yeah.
shit.
This is
In fact, I thought it was better than the California
Yes.
stuff that I get.
It
So I was
feels
really
like
impressed.
a craft brand.
Yeah, there it
They're
is. A
in
craft. When we
multiple
talk about
states.
the craft small,
Yeah.
like
That's
they
a craft
start with that's
brand.
their whole thing. It's craft, living soil, like
Less
you know,
is more.
less is more.
Yes.
Exactly.
Quality over quantity. That's the way it
Yes.
should
And
be
the
with my
quality's
cannabis. That's why I'm picky.
So good
And that's the
across
lemon
board.
G, which I don't know why nobody can fucking get a good lemon G cut in
Lemon
this
G
state,
times
but
face off OG.
like
And
just like
Lemon G
gas
was
and
in
lemon.
Ohio.
I love everything.
Started in Ohio,
But I heard
Wasn't
actually heard it died off from a buddy. But I don't know how. I mean, where it was, I don't know. You know,
No one kept the seeds alive.
somebody does.
I mean,
So I
who's
feel like
never
somebody-
Project Delta's got them, I guarantee you.
Somebody
Shout
gotta
out-
have
shout
it.
out
Who's
Judah.
got Lemon G?
I know
Bring it
Judah.
back
I know
to Ohio.
Judah. I know Judah's got that shit.
Somebody
He's
bring
singing
it
back.
back.
But shout
it
out to
back.
710 Labs because this shit was terpy and
So
terptastic.
good.
Terpenes.
It's the Percy batter, yeah.
Yeah, shout
flavor
out
on
to
those.
710 and Puffco because without them together we couldn't medicate.
Yeah.
And then
You know what I mean?
our final,
In this vaporizing state of ours.
yeah, in our final,
Sad.
but definitely not least product, we gonna shout out to Buckeye Relief and this wonderful, wonderful Keith. Hey, that kind of rhyme.
Yeah.
I ain't even
Buckeye
trying to do
relief.
that. And this wonderful Keith.
Sipped on
I ain't
the
talking
Keith.
about flower. I ain't talking about Keith from the flower.
Oh yeah, no, because people oftentimes are like, "Oh, we missed." I'm like, "No, Keith the drink. My
Yeah,
fault. Let me
Keith.
specify. Let me specify."
Yeah,
Because
see,
they got both.
Yes,
They do. They
Well,
got-
we don't do Keith. No, we don't do. Buckeye don't have Keith. We just have the
they
beverages.
just got flower with dope.
Oh, but you mean in the
yeah,
program,
flower
right,
got
right.
some nice Keith on it. But yeah, this lemonade infused beverage was pretty tasty.
Right.
And then I made a lavender simple syrup from the backyard.
Hey,
Fresh,
Fancy.
locally sourced lavender.
Yeah, grown lavender.
Yeah.
Locally.
So, you know,
Squeeze
you
of
infuse
lemon.
that with some herbs and
We
some
talked
herbs.
about that on one of the podcasts before too. Because remember
Lavender, you make
smoked
flour
that.
with it.
Well, terpenes, right? We can talk about linalool.
Well,
I like
yeah,
to just hit it and smell it. I make my daughter
I've
smell
done-
it before
I've
bed.
Put it in a
Mix,
sunny spot. It'll just
The
take
aroma,
off.
just
Low
relaxing.
maintenance.
I definitely mix some
easy to grow?
some
Yeah, it is
lavender in my
super easy.
my herbs before with my cannabis.
Oh, I did put a little rosemary or thyme. I can't remember which fucking one. No, hold on, rosemary. I thought it was thyme, but I did rosemary, a little bit of rosemary and a little bit
Okay.
of lavender.
Time is a little more like kind of pine.
This-
Yeah,
This is
Tiny.
yeah.
No, it was that then. It was
Okay.
thyme, not rosemary.
This is fast acting.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, just, you know.
I like-
I mean, most everything we ate was fast acting. I want to say almost.
Well, the
definitely-
beauty of that fast
definitely
acting, I
felt
think,
that.
Nano, is it though?
Huh?
Does that make? Is it nano then?
it'd be that's nano.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
but I
nano.
mean, in a sense, there's just different forms of because there's starting to be powdered versions that are you can be. That's like
Like the infusion powders.
yeah,
Right.
infusion
Right.
powder that's fast,
Now they got
just as
THCV.
fast as nano.
We were talking about weight loss earlier. THCV.
Ah.
They have
okay.
THCV powder now.
Wow.
See?
Which was really bold. I got to shout them out for that. I thought fucking cool because a lot of people are afraid to touch that specific cannabinoid, right?
don't
Like
see
I think
that one around.
GTI might have the THCV gummies. I'm pretty sure is the
Some
only
of
other
these
one.
do
I fucking
That would be
brilliant.
good.
Yeah, that'd be
Who's
good.
listening? We need to talk to TNT. Max.
Actually, cut that shit
Max
out.
will do it. Yeah,
Pay me for R&D. Pay me for mine.
We're gonna go R&D.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like somebody needs to.
You should literally do that. Literally, please do that. That's fire.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Well, you know how we do it. Since it's a Buzz Life, and we're all just
growing.
I mean, we want to thank y'all for being a part of this.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Seriously,
thanks for
I
having
want to do another one soon.
Definitely.
Right,
We
we're gonna do
definitely
more
have to-
double features like this.
Yeah, this is dope.
Right.
And,
Shout out to the audience.
Hey.
Round of-
Great audience.
Turisana gang
Great
gang.
audience.
Harvest. I see
Shout out to
harvest.
my pops in the back.
My harvest
You wanna
this
come
week.
Make a little appearance. You want
Yeah, come on, Pops.
Yeah.
Pops,
Come on,
Pops.
Yeah, this was fun.
Surprise guest. He said, "Hold on, let me get my swag on."
How you gonna do? How you gonna enter in the world? Hey, young world. What you
Hey,
gonna
young
do?
world.
Hey, young world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All around.
We got
There he is.
We in the house.
Yes, sir.
It's going down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Much love.
That's what's up.
Thank
This was
God
fun,
for
for real.
this
This
was fun, man. This was fun.
God is good.
I'm down now.
Yes, sir.
That shit was great.
Happy medicating, y'all. Appreciate
Like we had a
y'all
good mix of everything.
checking
today.
out for sure.
And
So
be out.
fun.
Buzz, I'm a tough out. Couple new songs and they all out. Yeah, they all out. Couple brown liquor on now. Finally up next and we gone now. Couple 5 bars, I'm a tough out. Yeah, tough out. Couple new songs and they all out. Yeah, they all out. Couple brown liquor on now. Yeah. Finally up next and we on now. Yeah, sleep in peace of mind. Yeah, failed 1,000 times. Yeah, live a life of lessons. Now my wins they multiplied. Yeah, checks of rapping, acting. Moves are calculated. So if you wanna holler, then Venmo me the payment. Cause I'm focused on the catalog. Bump whoever hated. I'm in my own position. And ain't no one adjacent. Yeah.